Hi, I'm Matthew Allard and we're here in beautiful Vancouver to debut Sony's new PXW-X180 camcorder. Now this is a 1/3 inch 3-chip camcorder that features a 25 times zoom. Now I'm down here at this time of the day because it's really important to utilise the light, and this time of the day provides beautiful imagery. Now I'm able to go super wide with this camcorder at the widest end and see the entire city, but then I can also go way in over the other side and pick up anything that I want to see. It's really good to have this sort of flexibility of being able to shoot anything that you see with your eye, whether it's tight or wide. So I'm here shooting at this waterfall. Now the problem I'm running into is I want to shoot my scene at, say, f5.6. Now I'm maxed out on ND, so the only way to correctly expose my image is by adding more shutter. So I can put that in and say make it 1/250th shutter, but what I'm doing there is I'm now creating an artificial looking motion. By using the variable ND, I can now keep my exposure at f5.6 and run my shutter at 1/50th or 1/60th to get that correct looking motion. Now one of the great things about using this camera is the ability to be able to use the Sony wireless audio radio mic system with it. Now most traditional radio mics require some type of power, normally AA batteries, but you don't necessarily need any power with this, using Sony's new patented multi-interface hot shoe. So you simply just attach the multi-interface to this hot shoe connection here. Now all the audio information and power is coming through this adapter, so there's no need for cables and there's no need for any type of power.
Another really good feature of the MI shoe is the ability to take the HVL LB PC video light. This can be controlled remotely from the camera.
The camera has 2 media slots and it takes Sony's very reliable S/S media system. Alternatively, you can also use the new XQD cards with an adapter. Now this is a multi-codec camera, and at the top end you can do XAVC long GOP, 50 megabits per second, 10-bit 422 recording. Most camcorders these days feature some type of ND. Now you use ND on a bright sunny day to control your exposure correctly. Now in the case of wanting to shoot shallow depth of field, you may find that you don't have enough ND and you have to shut down your iris to say 5, 6 or 8, and you don't get that shallow depth of field that you're looking at. Now by using the variable ND, what I can do is I can set my aperture to say 2.8, and then I can use the variable ND to minutely control the amount of ND that's going in there to create very shallow depth of field while keeping a constant aperture. Now as cameramen, we often find ourselves in positions where we're putting a camera in a unique location. Here I'm trying to shoot this totem pole, but I want some foreground in my shot, so I've got it up very high on the tripod. Now the only problem with this is I can now no longer physically access the controls of the camera. But using the Wi-Fi in the camera with this tablet and the application, I can now view my image and I've got full control over it. So if I want to zoom into my image and check it, I can. If I want to focus, if I want a white balance, if I want to adjust the iris so I can get my image just right, and I can press record, I can stop that, I can play it back. So it's really giving me a lot of flexibility in situations where I don't have access to camera controls. It's always nice to get up in the air to get an aerial perspective of the places that you're shooting. Now I'm used to using big heavy cameras now. This camera is great because I can get into a small confined space. It's lightweight and I can shoot out through a window. I've been using this camera over the last few days and I've been very impressed with all the features that it has to offer. My favourite would have to be the 25 times optical zoom, which gives you a great range, a high quality XAVC codec, as well as the variable ND, which gives you really good control over your image. It really is a very versatile camera for a lot of applications and you should really check it out.